Can y'all hear me? No sound? No sound? It's still no sound? The fuck? What about now? Nothing? Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Okay, there we go. I'm looking like, what the hell? Hey, Tawanda Burnett. Hey, Braun23X. Okay. Hey, okay. I'm about to say, like, what the hell is going on? You said Verizon, man. Oh, my gosh, man. Like I said, family, when you come on in this side of the chat, though, fam, you definitely want to go ahead and get them likes on. Likes up. What up, Knuckle Deep? 430. What's going on? Yeah, man. I just been catching up on my sleep, man, in and out of my sleep. I went to sleep and then I woke up around like 2:30. Then I was up for about like an hour and a half, and then I went back to sleep around 4. Woke up at like 8:50, had my cup of coffee. You feel me? I'm okay, I'm up, but I'm just like getting my energy together. You feel me? Let me turn it down a little bit. But like I said, man, happy Thursday and whatnot. You feel me? And like I said, your man B Mouse is feeling pretty good, but like I said, I wanted to come to y'all with this particular topic right here because I wanted to talk about, after narcissism, you really start to figure out who you are, and the pieces of the puzzle really start to come together. You want to know why? Because the thing about it is this though, right? When you were going through the narcissistic situation, right? It's like you really don't even know what you were really in at that time frame. You feel what I mean? And it's like after you go through the narcissistic situation, which is really dealing with a humiliation ritual. You feel me? You know what I mean? It's a ritual of humiliation the whole entire time. When you've been dealing with a narcissistic situation, it is a ritual and a humiliation. You feel me? They got you in a humiliation ritual the whole entire time. And see, the whole entire time, they are really trying to make it seem like you were the problem, but the whole entire time, you were really the source to their problem. You ever notice that? You ever notice that the narcissists never take accountability? They always want the bomb. They always want to point the finger at you like you were the one that's the problem. But the whole entire time, you were the source. You know what I mean? It's like you were the source and the solution to their problem, but they hijack your energies and your resource to solve their problem. But then as soon as something go wrong, they point to you like you were the one that's the problem. When the whole entire time, you were the damn solution. See, they want to take away what you're doing is solutions in your life, and they want to use those solutions in their life and turn around and make it seem like you don't really got nothing, but the whole entire time, they are the ones who don't got shit. You want to know how I know they don't got shit? When you cut them off, their life spirals out of control. Don't you know? After narcissism, don't you know witches and warlocks? Don't you know they go crazy out of their mind? Think about it. All of our lives, we've been around witches and warlocks, and we drove them crazy, all because we were breaking the spells all the time. I really understand it now even more because they were everywhere. They were heavy in the street, heavy on the job, heavy in the family, amongst friends, all of that, yo. Hey, keep it real, 716. Yes. Yo, one of the main reasons why they used to really go crazy because they really saw that a lot of times they had you under witchcraft, but they still saw that the spells cannot really affect you the way that they wanted to. You ever notice that? What up, BF95? What's up, bro? What's up, yo? What's going on? All right, bet. There we go. Yeah, that's real. Don't you know, right after when you cut them off, don't you know they literally go out of their mind? See, the reason why they go out of their mind, it is because your light has left them blind. Damn, that's real. That is a serious bar. BF95, the reason why they go out of their mind, because your light left them blind. See, when the light left them, hey, the learning place, yup. Exactly. The reason why they go out of their mind, because when you walk away, your light left them blind. Your light was too strong. That's one of the main reasons every time when they saw you, that's why they were so jealous, because you were reflecting something that they did not have, and that was that light. They were really trying to control that light. Even though you was under witchcraft, they really couldn't fully control you. Even though they might have had a little bit of control, they really couldn't fully control. That's the reason why. That's the reason why they wanted to be overbearing. They wanted to overtalk you. That's the reason why, because every time you talk, it was a very reflection. You feel me? It was like everything that you was up there projection, everything that you was projected was not their reflection. That's why every time when they saw you, they would get mad and upset. Every time when you talk, they get mad and upset. Because put it like this. Put it like this, the right. To them, you were right. Let me slow down. To them, you were accountability. You were pretty much accountability of what they are not. Hey, G Toro. You feel me? You feel me? Exactly, Born 23X. Yeah, I feel you, the learning principle. We talking about something different, you feel me? We talking about something a little different right about now, you feel me? I don't mind you dropping that, but I want y'all to go with the topic, you feel me? I don't want the chat to be thrown off. You feel me? Yeah, yo, that's real. See, you are the mirror. You feel me? You are the mirror. You feel me? You are the mirror, and it's like you are the reflection on things that they need to see clearer. Bars. You are the mirror, and you are the reflection on the things that they are lacking, that they need to see clearer. That's real. You are the mirror of the things that they need to work on. You are the very mirror of the things that they need to work on. You are the mirror of the things they need to take accountability on. You are the mirror of what they need to take responsibility on. Everything that they are not, you are the reflection of what they are. Yeah, pretty much everything that you're reflecting, everything you're projecting, you're reflecting what they are not. Everything that you're projecting, you're reflecting what they're not. Yup. Everything that you're projecting, you are reflecting what they are not. You feel me? That's why they gotta come after you. You feel me? Because you are projecting, and you are, yes, yo, H.F. Wells, you are projecting, you feel me? Everything that they are not, yo. Everything that you're projecting, you feel me? You know what I mean? You're projecting everything, but they are not. Hey, Michelle, mate. Exactly, yup. They can't be vulnerable enough to change, so they have to attack what they can't destroy. Exactly, to want to burn that. You feel me? That is exactly what it is. Hey, Marvin. Exactly, yup, you're the real one, and they be acting up to be in your presence till the mask slip. Exactly, yup. And see, the minute when you cut them off and you start going through the recovery, because I'm gonna say after narcissism, you really start to go through your mind like, was I really the problem? You know what I mean? It's like you really start reflecting, and it's like the more you start to reflect, the more the pieces of the puzzle come together. Like, hold up a minute, I was never the problem. Hey, what up, your favorite lover? It's like you were never really the problem. They were the problem, but they were projecting their insecurities and problems while hijacking all of your greatest securities. Exactly. On the up, though, that's right. Yup. They are projecting their insecurities onto the greatest things that you are reflecting. And they are hijacking the greatest things about you that you are projecting. You feel me? To want to burn it? Exactly. Yup. It's like when you were going through your healing journey, you really going to start to go through your mind like, damn, is that really the problem? Like, damn, like, what's it mean? Like, what did I do wrong? And you're going to start to feel all of this guilt, this pain, and this hurt because you're looking like, damn, what did I do? But once you really go through an analysis and you really start to like dig deep inside of yourself, you really begin to see like, hold up a minute. I was never the problem. You really begin to see like, hold up. I was the solution to the problem. But see, they wanted to make it seem like my solution was my solution to the problem was the problem. No, they wanted to hijack what I was possessing was the solution to the problem, and they wanted to take my solutions to the problem like it was theirs. So the whole entire time, they making it seem like you're the problem, but they were hijacking it. They were hijacking every great quality that was about you. Exactly. Your solution was disobedient. Yep, exactly. Yep. Yep. Yep, stealing energy. Exactly. Yep. Yep, stealing the energy the whole entire time. Cause like I said, like once I got about my situation and I really begin to do an analysis on myself, that's when I really start to discover myself like, oh, okay, so now I see why. Now I see why I was being attacked. Now I see why. Hey, good Bravo. Hey, good brother. Malachi, what's going on? You feel me? That's right. No one can still get energy. And see, that's what you really start to go through during your narcissistic recovery and healing. It's like you really begin to see the kind of energy that you have, and you really begin to see the kind of energy that you possess, and you really begin to see the kind of person who you really are. You really begin to see the power. You really begin to start to see the kind of power that you are possessing the whole entire time in what you were reflecting. You really begin to start to see the kind of power that you were possessing in the very light that you were projected. That's what you begin to start to see. You really begin to see the kind of power that you had the whole entire time. See, they wanted to make it seem like you wasn't powerful, but the whole entire time, why were they around you for so long? If you ain't powerful, why do they feel the need? You ain't this, you ain't that. Why do they feel the need they gotta be in secret competition with you? See, the secret competition is them hijacking the energy. I had motherfuckers telling me, you don't dress better than me. You don't freestyle better than me. You don't do this better than me. You don't dress better. And I'm looking at them like, I'm not even trying to be in competition with you. Right, I'm not even trying to be in competition with you. I'm up here doing me. And that's the thing about these people. It's like these people literally will be in secret competition with somebody that's not even worrying about them. Right, they used to swear all the time, you in competition, but you're not. You're not even on their radar. They're not even on your radar. But guess what? You on their radar because you are the star. Guess what, yo? You are the star, and guess what, yo? They are your biggest fan, and you are the star. Hey, Renwood, what up, Christopher, 1993? That's right. What you really gotta realize, you are the star. What the fuck is this? I don't know. Nobody calling me on that. You feel me? That exactly to want to burn that. Yup. You are the star, and you are, guess what? They are your biggest fan, and you on their radar. You don't even got these people on your radar. But guess what? You're not even thinking about them, but they thinking about you. Why? Because you on their radar because you are the star, and they are your biggest fan. Narcissistic haters, they are your biggest fans, yo. They are your biggest fans. They are. They are, yep, they are your biggest fans. I never understood a dude, yo, either, yo, like, how can a dude be in the competition with another dude? That's what I'm saying. What up, Jeffrey Hatton? That's right, you feel me? Right, for so much crap, and that's what I'm saying, like, you're not even worried about them. It's like once you start to go through your recovery, you really begin to see, oh, now I see why they were attacking me. Now I see why. Because see, once you really start to do an analysis, oh yeah, BF95, hey ambitious as a rider. Yep, it's like once you start to go through that recovery and after narcissism, and you really start to like put the pieces of the puzzle together, you really begin to see like, you know what? I see why. I see why. I understand and understand now why I went through that. It's like you really begin to see the kind of person who you are. You really begin to see how powerful you are, how gifted you are. You feel me? It's like everything starts to come together and you begin to start looking like, hold up a minute, yo. And I'm telling you, like, once you start to really look at yourself and reflect on yourself, you really begin to see how powerful you really are and what you are projecting out of yourself. Because think about it. They always saying like, you ain't doing this. You ain't on your channel talking about nothing. You ain't doing this. But guess what? If you wasn't doing nothing, why the fuck do they need to be around you? That's the thing about it. They will always make it seem like you ain't shit, but they always around you. I don't think you're doing this. I don't really think you're doing that. I don't think you do shit. If you wasn't, why do you feel the need to even say something? I'm not saying anything. I'm not even trying to be in competition. You're not even on my radar. You think you the shit. I never said that. You said that. In my mind, I'm supposed to. Then they ask, who do you think you are? Me, motherfucker. Don't ask who do I think I am. I know that. Right, but you always watching. You ain't doing this, then why are you watching? You can't even get your own fucking life together. You so worried about another person, you can't even get to the better version. Boss, you so worried about another person, you can't even get to your own greatest version. That's how fucked up you are. For real, these people are so weak-minded, they so worried about another person that they can't even get to their own greatest version. You striving to go to the greatest version of yourself. They can't even do that they damn self. What up, Original One? They are so focused on trying to stop somebody else that they stop their own wealth. You feel me? It's like when you really look at it, after you start going through your recovery, yo. Oh, thank you, Jeffrey Hatton. Yeah, it's like once you really start. Come on, goddammit. Yeah, like once you start going through it, yo, after narcissism, you really start doing a really deep dive within yourself. You feel me? Because you're really going to start to see the very parts of yourself while they was attacking you. What up, C-Mac? What's going on, bruh? I told you Hardball is going to be gone, bruh. Didn't we say that, bruh? I saw that coming, y'all. Right. And see, that's the thing about it. It's like everybody, you know what I mean? They always, same thing here, C-Mac. It's like a lot of people, they always want to try to paint another version about you. But that's the thing. They see this version, but they want to give somebody another version about you. See, they will put you in situations of manipulation just so they can try to make the real version of you bad. See, they want to put you in situations of manipulation to paint another version about you. That's what they really want to do. Every situation is manipulation to give somebody else another version about you. But see, here's the thing. The minute when you cut them off and you really begin to start building yourself back up, Guess what? Them same people stalking you, but guess what? The real version of you, they start to really see. They looking like, hold up a minute. This person is thriving. This person doing good. This person looking better, doing better. They doing this. They moving. They channel growing. They not even worried about you. They speaking on it. They shining. They glowing. What the fuck is up with you? Don't you know the minute that you leave? Don't you know when your light leaves them, it exposes them? Yup, they obsessed. Don't you know when you, don't you know when that chapter is closed, you leave them exposed? What up, T-Mac, New York? You know what I mean? Don't you know that? The minute you cut them off, you expose them. Without even trying. Because the whole entire time, they are working to claim to expose you, but they exposing themselves. Why? Because people are going to start to ask, why are you worried about that person? Why are you so focused on them? Why are you worried about them? Then they're going to start to look at you like, so what is it about this person? Why are they jealous? How do I know? I've seen it. Even when I was in that situation, the girl was like, I heard a lot of things about you. But now that I'm around you, you were totally different than the man I heard about. Which means she started to see the real version. See, people will paint another version until they get around you. Don't you know the people that's hating on you? Don't you know the same people that they are running with? Don't you know they get exposed? Hey, service soldier. Yup. The whole entire time, they trying to get you to look bad in another version, but it really exposes them. Yo, guess what, yup? They trying to paint the other version of you, but it really exposes the real version of them. Because now they're going to start to look at you like, what is it about this person? What is it about this person that they are hated on? You feel me? Then right, guess what? See, the people they like, watch out for him. Don't you know the same people they are telling to watch you? Don't you know they're going to start, okay, they might watch you in a bad way. But don't you know when you remove yourself, don't you know they start looking at that person? For real. They start looking at that person and you start looking at your own person. And guess what? The very version about you, what are really rivers, that they are really seeing, you start to see it for yourself. Exactly, see back, yup. They start to see that they are obsessed with you, yup. The people that they are telling to watch, like, yo, watch out for him. They're going to start to look. And then guess what? They might start liking what you got. They'll stop fucking with that person and start liking you. Like, hold up a minute. I ain't loving no enemies. The learning place, I'm sorry. I ain't loving no enemies. Nah. Hey, lovely doll. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but yeah, for 95, like another dude being obsessed with another dude, that's what I'm saying. That's zesty and messy. Right, I ain't loving no enemies, nah. That doesn't mean I believe in the Most High, but I'm not loving no enemies. You keep loving your enemies, see what that gets you. Love your enemies and see what that gets you in this time. No disrespect. Nah. Nah, I'm not. You ought to be foolish to love your enemies. Hey, I mean, no disrespect, but nah. This is not the year to love any enemy, right? Before yourself, right? Nah, we ain't doing that. We loved our enemies too long, and look where it got us. Trauma. What's going on? Poppy Tasia, what's going on? Yes. Well, it is what it is. I believe in the Most High, the Creator, right? But they don't love us. The learning place, I'm sorry. But it also said don't be no punk neither. You feel me? It also said don't be no punk neither. Nah, we ain't doing that. Nah, we ain't turning the other cheek. Nah. And I'm not praying for me. I pray for myself. I pray for myself. I'm not loving or praying for enemies. Nah. I mean, you can. I'm not stopping you, but nah. No. While you P-R-A-Y praying for them, they P-R-E-Y praying for you. Praying over you. Praying on you. Yes. Did that for too long. That does not mean I don't love the Most High God. You feel me? But we did that for too long. Yeah. Look what happened by us loving our enemies. Look where it got us. Right, I ain't praying for none of them. Look where that got us. We praying and loving enemies. No, we not doing that. We ain't turning no cheek. That's out the window. And that's how I feel when it comes down to the narcissistic demons. You think I'm going to turn the other cheek? No. Yes. And that's another reason. And that is another thing. Yup. Yeah, you know. That's what I really had to recognize, man. Like, once I really started to like, right, you know, like I said, like right after I literally went through a self-analysis, I really began to like started to see my inner power within myself, yo. You really gonna begin to start seeing the inner power within yourself. You feel me? Exactly right. These are demons we are dealing with, man. These demons are coming at us for no remorse. You think we gotta have remorse for them? No. That's out the window. I'm not having no remorse for no demon. And these demons we talking about are these narcissistic demons. They didn't have any remorse when they put us under witchcraft or trying to destroy us. So guess what? No. We're not supposed to have any empathy or sympathy. I'm not praying for them. I'm not praying for nobody that was praying on me to try to destroy me. No. Hey, Color Ori, no. That is out the window. That does not mean I'm a bad person, but no. You feel me? I ain't wishing nothing bad on her, but nah. Nah. Look where God is praying for our enemies. Look where that got us. I mean, that's fine. But like I said, I'm not praying for enemies. You can, but I'm not. No disrespect, but nah. We did that for too long. Yeah, family. And like I was saying, like once you start, yeah, man, once you start to go through, like after that narcissism, all of the pieces start to come together, it's like you really begin to start to go through your whole life. How many of y'all notice like right after, thank you, Rainbow. Hey, Black and Beauty. That's right, Marvin. Yup. Hey, Annie V. Yup. Yeah, right after. Yeah. Yeah, like I was saying, like right after you go through your narcissistic recovery, right, you really begin to start going back over your life. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. You start really going back over your life, and you really begin to see all of the things that you went through. You see all of the things that you went through over in your life, and you really begin to start seeing the very things of what you went through and why you went through. You feel me? You really begin to see, hey Sharita 50, Yep, you really begin to see the whole entire time you've been around haters, you've been around narcissistic demons. Hey Janie, hey Joshua there, you've been around haters, narcissistic demons, you've been around people that were really jealous of you the whole entire time. Okay, learn the place, have a good day. Yep, you was really around so many people that was hating on you, that was jealous of you. You feel me? They always wanted to make it seem like you were the problem. But the whole entire time, you was never the problem. They always wanted to project like you was the problem. Hey, Delta Dog. Keep the chat positive, y'all. What do you mean, Solomon? What are you talking about? Yup, the narcissist was the test. Now awareness, exactly. Yup. Right, they were the problem. Yup. And see what it does, it starts to open up your awareness. And don't you know you really begin to start to unlock the inner power in the inner God? Hey Alberto Downs, what's going on? Hey SP, you really begin to see how much power that you really had. You feel me? Because the more and more you see why people are attacking you, you more begin to start to see the reasons why they were attacking you. When you really do an analysis of yourself, you really begin to start to love yourself and really appreciate yourself. And then also you see why people was hating on you. Once you relieve yourself from that narcissism and all of that witchcraft, you will see why people came against you, why people was hating on you, why they tried to poison you, why they tried to kill you, why death threats were sent upon you. You know what I mean? Yo, you survived a whole lot, yo. Yeah, and you're right. Michelle, mate, recovery period is it no joke, yo. Because you are really going to begin to see like it's like you've been bogged down with like so much drama, so much trauma, it's so much pain that you went through, so much suffering that you went through. And it's almost like damn, I really cannot believe I went through all of this shit and put up with all of this stuff. Yep, that's right. Their job was to take you out, or our job is to accept. Yup. Oh, thank you, comedian D Howard, the homie. Appreciate it for the $20 super chat. Appreciate it. Yup. That was their goal. Their goal was to kill you, or to force you so you can kill yourself. You feel me? If they wasn't able to kill you, they was going to drive you so crazy so you will kill yourself. That was the whole entire goal, was to drive you so insane. They wanted you to be in the mental institution. They either wanted you in a casket or a mental institution, y'all. For real, y'all. They wanted to drive you into a mental institution or a casket, yo. They wanted to drive you insane. Hey, Tiffany Smith, and you be going all your life like, damn, what is this about me? Like, damn, what is it about me? It's like, they were sent to kill your mental and your spiritual. So as long as they kill your mental and spiritual, it's going to hurt the physical. And you were so bogged down and clouded with that dark cloud of all of that drama and trauma that they put you through. You feel me? That you can't even focus on the path that you was meant to be on. And they got that passive aggressiveness with them. You feel me? See, and the thing is, they always say they love you, but they never love you. You feel me? Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. They never loved you. They fake in the beginning like they love you, but they never loved you. That was just to soften you up. You feel me? They wanted to soften you up. Once you been softened up, and once they got you, then the mask came off. So when the mask came off, you so caught up in love, when they saw the true colors, you like, damn, what's going on? That's when they flip on you. Yup, they make you so hating yourself, you but die to please. Yup, and that's when you stop pleasing yourself and you become a people pleaser, but mainly to them. And they hijacking your energy, your light, your aura, and your spirit all the damn time. One minute they would turn around and say, I need you to do this, that, and the third. Step your game up. And then the minute my cash app is $ B Mouse 8. Good brother Elika. Oh, thanks. Shout out to Philly. What's going on? Shout out to Philly. It's mad love from Philly, man. I got a lot of people in Philly. Shout out. Yeah, it's $ B Mouse 8. Yeah, Ambitious as a Runner got the links in the chat. Thank you, sister. Yeah, shout out to Philly. Yeah. Yeah, y'all like our cousins up there, you feel me? Yeah, y'all like our cousins up there, you feel me? All right, no trolling in the chat, Solomon. No trolling in the chat. All right? Okay? You feel me? That's what it is. It's like after you go through narcissism, yo, everything starts to come together about your life. You want to know how I know, yo? Or your family in B-more? Okay, got you. Okay, I got people's up there, and my one of my subscribers from Philly. Okay, home of the birds, the Eagles and the Ravens. That's right. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Oh yeah, that's right. Philly, yeah. Got them stone steps. Yup, both cities are identical. Philly is bigger. You Philly? Yeah, hell, you feel me? Philly is definitely a little bit bigger, but so identical. Yeah, yup, like I was saying, like, yo. Exactly, K-Megs. Exactly. Yup. Say that again. Once you become aware of and accept the soul contract, you realize you wrote them into your story to wake you up, here to demolish you so you don't reach your destiny. Facts. Oh yeah, Michelle, mate. Yup, you in Cleveland? Oh yeah. Yup, definitely. The AFC North. Exactly. Yup, here, LaTressa Montgomery. Yup, exactly. That situation that you went through, it was there to wake you up. You feel me? Once you get out of it, it's like once you reflect, it unlocks the giant from within. Yeah. Yeah. Yup. Yeah, good brother Malachi. Yeah, yup. It's like you really begin to start to reflect that the whole entire time you was the one with the juice. You was once you really reflect on yourself, when all of the pieces come together, you really begin to see like, the whole entire time you was on your path and you was right. You was right on your path and they was wrong. But see, that situation was there to unlock you. While they were trying to block you, that situation helped you to recover and unlock you. You start to unlock that God in you. Oh, thank you, thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you for the $20 donation. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Yep, it was written with your gods. Yup. Thank you, good brother Malachi. Peace. Peace to you, bro. Exactly. Yup. That's what it does. It unlocks that inner God in you. You feel me? Even though they try to end you. Thanks, bro. They try to end you. But once you survive it, it unlocks the inner God that's in you. Exactly, Marvin. Like you've been hiding yourself to be accepted by a bunch of ego-tripping narcissists. Exactly. Yup. So literally the whole entire time, you was up there being Superman, and you was trying to be Clark Kent. Oh, thank you, C-Man, for the $10 super chat. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you, y'all. That's what it does. The whole entire time the situation is to get you to show you were Superman and Wonder Woman. You was up there trying to hide. You was trying to hide that inner God. But see, the whole entire time, you trying to be Clark Kent. Hey, Coy, did they see Superman? They see Wonder Woman. You trying to hide that superhero, but they can see it. You really begin to see what you was possessing. You are a superhero. You a god or goddess walking amongst them. You know how they say they live amongst us? You live amongst them. We are the gods and goddesses walking amongst them. We are the giants to them. That's why when they see us, they will stop and stare. Like, damn, who's this? Them demons would look at. When they looked at us, they saw gods and goddesses. That's why. You know what? That's what it is. That's why they used to stare like, who this? You was a god and goddess walking amongst them. We were superheroes walking amongst them. You thinking you ordinary, but you extraordinary. You thinking you Clark Kent or Superman. Oh, thank you for the $5 super chat. Adako, appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate it, y'all. Get them likes up. And the cash app is $B Mouse 8 to donate if you would like to. Any mouse appreciate it, y'all. Yes, exactly. When you start to see that in the power inside of you, you really going to start to see like, yo, you really going to embrace who you are, yo. That's right, BF 95. We the Qs and they are the bishops. Exactly, yup. We are the Qs, they are the bishops. Yup. Excuse me, y'all. They couldn't handle the pureness of your soul. Exactly, yup. My fault, yup, Marvin. They knew your gifts before you did. Exactly, that's right. They knew your gifts before we did. Let's be real. They knew. They knew who we was before we recognized. But see, the minute you get out of it, see, they wanted to destroy you before you even recognize your power. That's why they wanted you in there. They wanted to steal your power before you recognize your own power. So you won't seize the power, so you won't ascend. And guess what? Once you start ascending, you really go on your mission. You go on your mission and you start ascending. You feel me? Yep. You start ascending and going on your mission. That's right. Yep. That's right. Yep. You start to go on your mission and you start ascending. You feel me? Everything start to come together. You really begin to start to see what you went through with your family, went through with your friends. You really begin to start to see what you went through on the job, when you was out on the street. It was like the whole entire time, it's like you knew that you were different. You knew what you, right? It's like you knew that you were different, but you did not know what was really in you that made you different. It's like we had an idea. We knew that we were different, but we just did not know. It's like we had an idea, but after we went through that narcissistic humiliation ritual, that's when we really begin to see that's what it was. You really begin to understand the whole entire time that you was different and you was right. And you really begin to see that you knew that you were different the whole entire time and that you were special the whole entire time. You were gifted the whole entire time. That situation helped you to recognize that you were God and a goddess and you were gifted the whole entire time. They were just in the story. They were just in the story. Yep, they stole the power. Yep, we take it back. They were sent in there. So put it like this though, right? It's like they were really sent there, yo. So we can really put it like this. It was a test. It was a test to really see if we was gonna fall or we was gonna rise. That was a rise or fall test. And see, once we passed it, don't you know the scales, the balance and the scales flip? The minute you pass the test, guess what? The scales flip. You get your power back, yep. See, they were stealing your power. Once you recognize it, once you cut them off and you recognize your power, you take back your power and the scales flip. You rise and they fall. See, they was up there. See, you was up here and they was slowly trying to bring you down. And they was rising. But once you cut them off, everything went like this. Bang! Exactly. Hey, Adako, what's going on? Appreciate it. Need some music right about now, B? Okay. Is this cool? Or you want to get my mind right? Ambitious as a rider. All my links in the chat, family. Thank you, y'all, for showing love and support. It's 11:11 right now. Exactly right. The whole entire time, you been trying to fit in. That's why people were telling us, get your act together. They wanted us to act according with them. You were not meant to act according to them. Because you were not an actor. You are authentic. People were trying to take away your authenticity by putting on an act. They wanted you to fit in, but you were not meant to fit in. They were followers. We were leaders. You were meant to lead, not follow. That's why when you were not being a follower, they were attacking you because you was being a leader. They saw the leader in you. They saw the God or the goddess that was in you. And the moment you was doing it, you was unlocking yourself. That's why they was attacking us. So we can be blocking ourselves and not unlocking ourselves. The more we unlock ourselves, the more we learn about ourselves. They wanted to keep you in confusion so you won't finally know who you are. These people literally went to witch doctors. They went to all kinds of people to find out who you are. They wanted to find out your birth chart, everything. They went to work to find out who we was. And see, they knew who we was. Because I remember they used to say, I know who you are, but do you know who you are? But the question is, they never wanted you to see the whole entire time. They were stripping you of who you was because they felt out who you was. They were stripping. That's why they was attacking, because they knew who you was. But see, once you cut them off, after they were stripping you of who you was, you take back your power. See, after they do all that stripping, you take back your power and they get their ass whipping. Once you take back your power of their stripping, they go through a spiritual ass whipping. Bars, get them likes up. All my links in the chat. Yup. After you take back your power of them stripping, they go through a spiritual ass whipping and they get fucked up. When you take back your power, they get fucked up. Or time, they get their mind right. Oh, I got you, honey. Ambitious as a rider, I got you. You give me like one more song after this, you feel me? Yeah, that's right. Exactly, Kohithia, yup. My birthday, January 28th. Yeah, out of Adako 25. Yeah, they get a spiritual ass whipping. That's real. They get a spiritual ass whipping. Why? Because they were trying to hijack everything that was in your path. Since they want to hijack everything in your path, you take back your power and you get the last laugh. You get the last laugh. Because they get that whiplash from that witchcraft. Bars. They get spiritual whiplash from that witchcraft. Yes. They go through spiritual whiplash and they get an ass whipping from their witchcraft. Facts. You feel me, Felicia and Nicole? Yeah. They get spiritual whiplash and the spiritual ass whipping from their witchcraft. That's a fact. But see, once you take your power back, they get their ass whipping, yo. Yup. You really start, and here's another thing. You start to go through a metamorphosis about yourself. You really begin to start to recognize your power. For real, boy, yours the 21st? Wow. Yup. All my links in the chat, family. Yup, to follow me. My album is out. Yup. I'm actually going to play one of my tracks from my album. Yeah, I got a request from Ambitious as a Rider. You feel me? Yeah, you really begin to start to see, you start to go through a metamorphosis in another thing. You really begin to start to fall in love. Yours, for Braun 23X? Ah, okay, Rainboy. Yup, you start to go through a metamorphosis about yourself. You really begin to start to fall in love with yourself. You really become self-aware of self. You really begin to recognize the power that you possess of self. And you fall in love with yourself. And it's like you stop running from self. That's right, Ron James. Yup, my neck and my back. Yup. You really begin to start to really go through that self-love. You begin to start like, damn. Thank you, Michelle. Man, you begin to start thinking like, damn, I'm really the shit. For Ambitious as a Rider, you be like, yo, I really am the shit. Remember the days people be like, you think you the shit. Really, you was. You start to go back to your whole life. Guess what? You was the shit. Guess what? You want to know why? Everybody that was saying you think you the shit, guess what? They not here, but you still are. So guess what? You was the shit the whole time. You think you the shit. And peep this, yo. You was. Guess what, yo? Peep this. When I was in my narcissistic situation, I want to give a shout out to Sister Iman. She said she heard the motherfucker hating on me talking about, you think you the king of Baltimore? You think you the king of Baltimore? I never said that. That's why they said it. But guess what? Why back in 2006, right? I had this red hat with a gold crown on it. It said the King of Be More. You feel me? And the thing was, I like the hat. I like the hat. It said King of Be More. I'm like, fuck it. I like it. And I rocked it. And then he like, you think you're the King of Baltimore? I'm looking like, I never said it, but hey, maybe you saw something in me, bruh. Hey, I ain't gotta say it. You said it for me. Exactly, see, man, right. You think you're the King of Baltimore? Niggas gonna see you be right. Exactly, yo. And see, man, you already know how they be used to be in our city. We gonna see you, yo. I don't like the nigga, yo. We gonna see you, yo. Niggas gonna see you, yo. I'm gonna kill you, yo. He think he hard, yo. He think he hard, yo. I ain't say that. He think you the shit, yo. You don't got me bopping too hard, yo. Bruh, what the fuck, man? I'm just being me. Like, you feel me? Yeah, hit me up at that. Homies gonna see you, shorty, yo. Right? Like, see me and do what? See me in what? I'ma see you, yo. Okay. Okay, you're gonna see me in what? Maybe you should see me and learn something. Hey, you should see me and learn something. Shit. I didn't say that. Yeah, Katrina Watson, like for real. Hey, Tamika Buckley. Yeah, for real. I ain't gotta say all that. Yeah. I didn't say I was the shit. I ain't walk around with it on my head saying I'm the shit. No, you said it for me. I didn't say I was the King of Baltimore. You said it. I didn't walk around here trying to say I'm the king. I'm the king. I didn't say that. I'm being me, but see, they only projecting what they really feel about you. That's how they really see you. They really see that, but they don't want to say that. They really see it, but they don't want to say it. That's the thing. They too afraid to admit it. They too afraid to admit that you the shit. Bars. Haters are too afraid to admit that you the shit. Bars. Right. They too afraid to admit that you are the shit. Yeah, Tamika Buckley, I mean, I didn't say that I was the King of Baltimore. Think you're the King of Baltimore? I didn't say that. But it's funny, I had a red hat on that said King of Be More back in 06. And then I had one dude on the job that's like, yo, man, like, yeah, yo, you wear the crown, man, like I see you, man, you wear the crown, man, like try to be low key a little bit, man, you wear the crown on your head. I'm looking like, why you gotta say that, but it's like, okay, you saying I wear the crown, but I gotta fall back a little bit. Okay, pretty much meaning I'm shining too much. See how people really see that, yo. And I'ma say this, you supposed to walk around feeling that way. That's the thing, once you cut them off, you really begin to see you was the shit the whole entire time and you didn't even know it. But they did. In your mind a little bit, you knew you was great. You didn't have to say it. But they knew how great you really was. That's what you really begin to start to like understand and understand that how great that you really was. How golden you really was, how powerful you really was, how amazing you really was. You are a force. And here's another quote from your man B. Miles that I figured out about going through this. It's like when you want to find the force, you have to go to the source. When you want to find the force, you got to go to the source. You got to go from within. Because see, once you go within to the source, you will recognize how and why you got that force. You are the force and you are the source. Bars, you hear that? The source is in here and you got the source and the force is in here. That's right, see, man. We're supposed to be shining right. We kings, right? We supposed to be kings and queens with the crown on our head. You feel me? And that's what I found out about me. I understand it. Once I found out my force, I went to the source that was within. See, the Most High is gonna show you that you got the juice, like he told Q. You got the juice. That's what Juice was really all about. The movie Juice was showing Q was the one with the juice, because he had the juice from within. Bishop was looking from the juice from. Bishop was trying to find the juice outside of himself. Q found the juice inside of himself. Exactly. You were shining. Yup. You were shining bright the whole entire time. And here's the thing, no matter how hard you tried to dim your light, it was still shining. That's why you went through so much hatred. That's why you couldn't get along. That's why you couldn't keep a job for a long time. That's why it was so rough for you to try to succeed. That's why people were always coming at you everywhere. You went through the attacks, the spiritual attacks, the narcissism, the humiliation rituals, people trying to sell us up, people selling us out, trying to set us up, trying to get us killed, everything. You went through trauma in relationships, marriages, friendships, all of that. Why? Because we were the stars. We was the real celebrities. We just the ones that got integrity. Bars. We the real celebrities, but the ones that got integrity. We the real celebrities with integrity. I swear, the more I'm talking, I can feel my throat chakra, my breathing coming back even greater. That's right, yup. Once you break away, because like I said, I remember that time frame, like people was like telling me, you too old to rap, you need to give it up. 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 I mean, just going on, hating on me so bad. But see, let me tell y'all this, right? Thank you, Jenny. Yo, hey, styling out loud, what's going on? Hey, Jack Wells, yeah, once you make it up aside, shine through the haters, yup. That's right, Carly Ori, yup. For real, yo, like, check this out, right? Once you cut them off, you go through an out-of-body experience of how and why, what makes up who you are and how and why you're so great, right? Peep this, right? I had an out-of-body experience one time, right? Now, when I was making my album, right, I would see people in the studio just, hey, what up, I'm game-related type productions. I used to be like, they going crazy in the studio. It's like I knew that I was great. You feel me? I knew that I was great, right? I just didn't know how deeply great I was. Because I would see them in the studio, they would tell me like, yo, your shit is fire. Yo, your shit is fire, yo. Yo, it's fire. And I knew it was fire, but I just did not know how great I really was. Peep this, right? I'm going to share your story. And I'm going to correlate this whole story with everything. How I got to this point, right? Now, because now, you know, everybody tell me I sound like LL Cool J, I sound like a rapper and whatnot. And everybody kept telling me on my channel, get back to rapping. And I'm looking like, nah, man, I used to rap, man. I gave that up a long time ago, man. They was like, nah, B-Miles, you're a rapper, man. You really need to get back up in the booth, yo. By the way that you talk, man, I know you're a rapper. And I kept on trying to deny it. I kept trying to deny it. And that was when I started to spit bars. And I was looking like, you know what? I was saying to myself at that time, when I had my first channel, before it got terminated, I was like, everybody kept telling me, get back to rapping. But that's when I looked up, I'm like, yo, you already got over 10,000 subscribers at that time. I'm looking like you got an audience. They calling you, why not, yo? So that was when I'm looking like, you know what, B? What do you got to lose? Go ahead and put out a single and see what happened, yo. You never know. So that was when I really began to start writing out songs, picking out beats for the album and stuff like that. And that was when I'm up in the studio, I'm up in there rapping. Somebody was hating on me from my last channel. Somebody was hating on me, trolling on me, things of that nature. Hey, Empress 5846. Yep. Yeah, they was up there, hating on me and stuff like that. But I got my original channel back for it. You feel me? Praise to the Most High. And check this out, right? So I'm up in the studio, and I'm up there playing the song "Heart Ain't Trouble the Sadness." And the girl at the studio, she said her husband thought it was Wu-Tang. And I said, word. And when I played it, I'm looking like, damn, that's me. They was like, yeah, yo. I'm like, I sound this good. I'm in the studio like, damn, this me? They like, yeah, yo. I'm like, I sound this good? Yeah, you right. That's right, yup. Yeah, thank you, C-Mac. And I'm like, yo, this crazy. And then I started playing it for somebody else. He thought it was Wu-Tang. And then, when I finally put out the single, it blew everybody away on my channel. They was like, yo, B Miles, you was killing it, right? And that's the thing. I knew that I was killing it, right? You feel me? Then I put out more singles. And that was when I started to make more songs. You know what I mean? For the album. And I'm up in the studio doing Inner City Blues. Shout out to my man Taz Spitter. I'm going to be doing an interview with him. He was like, he shook my hand. He was like, yo, keep doing what you doing, yo. Keep doing what you doing, yo. Keep doing what you doing, yo. And it was like, when I saw that, it just really hit me like, you really doing something great. But I'm going to tell you what really hit me, family, was when I was on a bus one day, right? This is around the time when I had moved to my other spot, you feel me? On a different, in a different part of town, right? All right, and this is as a ride. I'm gonna let you. It's time to hear one of my songs off the album. Yeah, this is one of my songs off the album called "Get My Mind Right." She requested it. It's time to play it. Hey, no, but the Jedi, what's going on? Yeah, keep getting them lights up, y'all. The limelight, going to my sanctuary, gotta get my mind right, with the phone to vibrate. I ain't trying to hear ringtones, someone else's drama from the work that they break on. One of the rest of my mind after a long day, made a safe back to your home and out of harm's way. And at the front door, where you leaving problems at, knowing it's inside of your mind, that's where you suffer, man. Just wanna ease the mind and think about the work day, stress about your promise before sleeping is the worst way. Sleep deprivation, about the clock is a devastation, blood pressure high, you're not pursuing investigation. Could be tough on the mental and the legal state. Turn it to your vices so your powers can alleviate. Go to a different zone at home like a... You hear that, fam? That's your man B Miles. Yup, let's go get my mind right. You feel me? And that was when I'm up on the bus, right? Bumping to that track I did, my first single, "Heart Ain't Trouble and Sadness." Oh, thank you, y'all, appreciate it. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, got you on Mind Body Storm. I am. And that was when, thank you, y'all, appreciate it. Yo, that was when all of a sudden, yo, thank you, I'm glad you're loving that. Yeah, my album is out, bmouse84.com. And check it out though, right? I was on the bus, right? I was on the bus bumping my first single, "Heart Ain't Trouble and Sadness." You feel me? And I'm on the bus bumping to it. I say, you know what? Let me step outside of myself. And let me hear this track from a fan perspective. You feel me? It's like, I know it's me. Thank you, Service Soldier. But I'm going to pretend that I know it's not me. So I stepped outside of myself to hear myself. You feel me? Don't you know when I heard myself outside of myself, don't you know I went so deep into the rhyme, yo? I went so deep into the song, yo, that I sunk so deep into the words, yo. I sunk so deep into the words that I could not believe how complex my own mind was. I really began to fall in love in the way how I structured the rhyme. I felt with the complexity of my mind. I fell in love in the way how I structured it and how I put those words out. I was like, oh my God, I felt so deep, yo, that I had to take the headphones off and sit down and process what I was saying. Cause it was so deep, yo. The out of body experience, I was like, yo, damn, I'm good. I was like, yo, I see why they was hating on me. I see why they was trying to sabotage. I went so deep into my own mind, yo, that I fell in love with the complexity and the deepness of my own mind, yo. I'm sitting there processing my own mind. It felt so deep. I said, I could not believe how deep my own mind went, yo. I could not believe how I was rhyming it, yo, and what I was saying at one time. I was saying so many things at one time. I had to process that song the whole day. My mind was spinning. I was like, yo, damn. It was an out of body experience, yo. I could not believe what I was saying. I could not believe how great my mind worked. I'm like, yo, jeez. I'm like, you saying all this at one time, yo? And here's the quote to go right along with that, yo. Once you recognize how and why you're so great, you will understand why you receive so much hate, yo. Once you recognize how and why you're so great, you will understand why you receive so much hate, yo. Once you really see, that's when I recognized my own power. And I said, I see why people wanted to silence me, why they wanted to overtalk me, because what was coming out of my mouth, what was pretty much coming from here and coming out of here. I said, I see why, because my words were going to help this shift the frequency. I see the kind of power I got now. I recognize my own power. Once you recognize your own power, yo, it's nothing your enemies can do and you will never devour. Exactly. I really begin to see how my mind operate and work, yo. How beautiful my mind was, how complex my mind was. In the way that my mind operates and work, yo, in the words that I was saying, how great I was. I started to see what the enemy feared. That's what I recognize. I recognize, yup, I recognize my enemy's greatest fear. That's my inner power. Once you have an out of body experience, you're going to see what the enemy feared about you. That's why they doubt you and they rerouted you. They put out the doubt so you can reroute. Bars. Once you recognize your inner power, yo, you will see why they were trying to doubt you and reroute you. They didn't doubt you because you knew. They didn't doubt you because you couldn't do it. They doubted you because they knew you can do it. They just wanted you to not do it. That's why. Once you figure out, yo, yep. They can see it, yo, clearly as day, yo. That's right. They can clearly see it. That's real, yo. Yep. They didn't want you to believe in self or love yourself. Because, yup, that's why they attacked you. That's why they always, because you were a star, yo. For real, yo. Once you go on that recovery, you will really begin to see how powerful you really are. And why you was really a star, yo. That's right. They don't love themselves. Yup. And here's the thing. You show them up every time. The reason why they got a one up on you, because you showed them up every time naturally. Mm-hmm. Yup. And they always, yup. Once I recognize that, I'm like, I see why, yo. I see why they wanted to silence me. Why they was hating on me. I see why they wanted me to be silenced. I see why they were staring at me. I see why, yo. They talking about you bopping too hard. Hey, David, what up, David Garahan? I see why they wanted to overtalk me. I see why they were jealous, yo. Mm-hmm. What up, T-Tribes? You feel me? It's like once you see it, once you recognize it and see it, it's like you don't even, it's like you just walk into it, yo. Yep. And I'm gonna tell you, yo. And I'm gonna tell you, yo, once you see it, yo, you're not gonna run from it, yo. See, they want you to run from yourself. They want you to run from yourself. But the minute you stop running, yo, the minute you stop running, yo, is the minute, yo. The minute you stop running and you start being, yo, that's when you become a god and you are the greatest fear, yo. They're gonna be sitting there thinking like, how come this person is doing great? How come this person ain't died? How come this person is still living? It is because what was in you the whole entire time, yo. You are gifted, yo. You are gifted. And I'm gonna tell you, none of that witchcraft, yo, is ever gonna work on you ever again, yo. It's never gonna work. They be trying to figure this out. How come this person won't die? How come this person, you feel me? Because you got a mission. Once you go through your recovery, you really begin to understand your mission. You begin to understand who you are and your mission. You feel me? While they tried to put you out of commission, you finally discovered your mission. And your mission is bigger than their perception. Remember that. You really begin to understand your mission, you know what I'm saying, and your direction. It is not their perception. Your mission and direction is not supposed to fit their perception. Bars, remember that. Your mission and direction is not supposed to fit their perception. You feel me? They wanted you to fit a certain perception, but your mission and direction was not supposed to fit their perception. Thank you, ambitious writer. Yep. Yep. You start to understand your assignment, and you start to become in an alignment. Mm-hmm. And once you become in an alignment, that's when you really begin to start shining. Yep. And once you recognize your shine, you don't even want to let go of that shine. You don't want to dim that light. Hey, Rain, we're going to start taking notes. Yep. If you would like to show love, my album is out. Yep. Thanks, man. Yep. Appreciate it, David Garahan. Yep. My album is at bmouse84.com. To purchase the album, I'm bumping my album right now. You feel me? Get my mind right. bmouse84.com. You can show love there. Yup. My PayPal, www.paypal.me/bmouse84. Super chat right there. You have the cash at $ bmouse8 and your mouse appreciated fam. IG bmouse8428. Yeah, you feel me? It's a beautiful thing, yo. Yeah, yo. For real, man. It's a beautiful thing. Yep. It's really a beautiful thing, man. You start to get your mind right. What up, Techness? Appreciate it. You start to get your mind right. You get your health right, for real, man. Like, you really go through a metamorphosis, yo, of yourself. You really go from a caterpillar to a butterfly, yo. Exactly. Their strategy is to not necessarily to destroy you, but to distract you. That's right. Yup. Oh, you good, Tamika Buckley. You feel me? Once you get a chance. Yeah, while they was watching us, the Most High Divine was watching them the whole entire time. That's right, Empress 5846. What up, Tech Nixel? That's right, yup. While they watching us, the Most High watching them. What up, T-Tribes? Appreciate it, yup. You feel me? They watching us, you feel me? And they being watched. You feel me? And you eventually get your mind right. You feel me? Exactly. Yup. You start to see how demonic they are. That's right, Christopher 1993. That's right. Yup. You ain't never lying. And then another thing, you stop caring about what people got to say or think, because you really begin to go through that process of a metamorphosis where you begin to get real confident. You know what I mean? You start growing in yourself. You start loving yourself. You really appreciate yourself. You start seeing. It's like you really begin to fall in love with your being, because you begin to see what other people were seeing. Bars. You fall in love with your own being because you recognize what your haters were seeing. Bars. That's it. You fall in love so much with your own being because you recognize what your haters were seeing. You feel me? Hey, Maria Hill, New Orleans. Appreciate it. Man, my fault, y'all. Yes. All my links in the chat, family. You feel me? Yup. You fall in love so much with your being because you really begin to recognize what your haters were seeing. It was you the whole entire time. Like I said, you was a god or goddess walking amongst them. You feel me? You was a celebrity the whole entire time. You feel me? You really fall in love with your own being because you recognize what your haters were seeing. Bars. You feel me? You feel me, Janie? You see how them bars coming through me? You fall so in love with, and you fall in love with your own being. Oh yeah, got you, C Mac. Thank you, Mon Eternity. That's right. Yeah. Let me change it up. You fall in love with your being because you start to recognize what your haters were seeing. Yeah, just imagine a life, another track. All the links in the chat, fam. Just imagine your life every day. Chad Spitter. Just imagine your life every day. Just imagine your life every day you never know. Just imagine your life every day. Hey, Deborah. Just imagine your life every day. Hey, Draker. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's right, y'all. Damn, my fault. I'm excited and shit. I guess I really be spitting for real. Yep. Called Just Imagine the Life, yep. Yep. The album is out. bmouse84.com to get that album whenever you get a chance. My album is out. Give me a second, technician. Yep. I'm telling you. I'm serious, man. Like, once you recognize, I'm going to tell you, man, once you recognize how and why you're so great, you will understand why you receive so much hate. I got you, technician. I'm going to play it again. I'm going to play it again, bro. I'm gonna play it again. Yeah, my fault. Thank you, Technician. Yeah, man, for real. Like once you recognize that, yo, you fall in love with your being because you recognize and understand what your haters were seeing. You are a god and goddess. You a superhero. You a superhero, yo. Them pieces start to come together. You start to see, yo, why you caught so much hell. For real. And once you recognize your power, you will fall in love with yourself. That it is like heaven. You will put yourself in your own heaven. You will put yourself in heaven because you see why you went through hell. You will fall in love with your own mind. You will put yourself in heaven because you recognize why you went through so much hell. Damn! Woo! You will love yourself so much. You will put your own self in heaven because you recognize why you went through so much hell. Bars, look at that quote, yo. Boy, once you recognize your high frequency, you don't want to come down low. You will fall in love with your high frequency and your being. You don't want to come down low. Your frequency is so high, you don't want to come down low. Like I've been feeling the transformation coming back, my deepness coming back, my voice coming back. You feel me? I'm not stuttering as much. My confidence going for real, yo. You too, stop hating on me in the chat, kicking people out of my chat. Yeah, all my links in the chat, family. You can show love and support whenever you get a chance. Anyone appreciate it. You can follow me. For real, yo. Hey, Bruce Lansdowne. Thank you, Rain Down Wood. 500. Yes, yo. It's beautiful, yo. All of the pieces, yo. All of the pieces start coming together. You be like, oh, that's why. You will fall in love with yourself so much, yo. You feel me? You will fall in love with yourself so much, yo. For real, yo. Emerson West, gotcha. For real, since I'm talking, my heart chakra is open, yo. Stop hating on me, YouTube. Yup. And here's another thing. By us talking about it, you are healing. My heart chakra is opening. You feel me? For real, yo. The Most High, I'm telling you, that narcissistic recovery, it unlocks yo. You finally see all of the things that you went through. Thank you, Bitch Azarada. All of the links in the chat, family. You start to see all of the hell what you went through so you can get through heaven. You feel me? Yep. A heavenly mind state. The year of the horse. Oh, wow. I said the year of the horse where we gonna be running. And we ain't looking back. We gonna be just like them horses, yo. Yes, yo. Your energy gonna be up so high, you don't want to come back down. Yes, yo, for real. You're gonna fall in love. Everything about yourself. You're gonna fall in love. You're gonna fall in love with the way that you walk, the way that you talk, the way that you dress. You're gonna fall in love with the way that you move, with the way that your brain thinks, the way how you operate. Yes, you are going to fall in love. Wow, thank you, Mr. West. For real, I can feel it, yeah. Let your bars heal scars. Thank you, Adako25. Okay, y'all coming with bars in the chat. Okay, I guess my energy is flowing. Thank you, Tiffany Smith. I see a lot of Tiffany's in the chat. One of y'all know me. One of y'all Tiffany's know me in the chat. Oh, thank you. That's right, yeah. At one eternity, that's right. For real, yo. For real, yo. That's word, yo. And then you're gonna go through a healing process, yo. You're gonna go through a healing process, yo. For real, Tiffany. Down Tamika Buckley, wow. For real, yo, like, your frequency gonna change. It's gonna shift, yo. And once your frequency shift, you're gonna unlock all of your gifts. I'm seeing it, yo. I'm seeing it every day, yo. Word. Yo, I'm telling you, the narcissistic recovery isn't gonna be hard at first. Yeah, but once you start really going through it, once you really start going through it, yo, I'm thinking T-Tribes. Once you really start going through it, you're gonna be like, oh snap. You was right on the path the whole entire time. You just had people distracting you that was on the path, that did not want you to succeed and ascend on the path. Yep, that's real. You were really going to understand and understand why you went through so much hell on this path. And see, once you recognize it, it's a beautiful thing, yo. You're gonna look in the mirror and be like, damn, for real. You're gonna start to see everything about yourself. Yup, and you're gonna become stronger than ever. You're gonna become so stronger that they are not gonna know how to handle you. What up, the Savage Beast King? What's going on? They not gonna be able to how to handle you, yo, for real, yo. Oh yeah, thank you, appreciate it. In the City Blues, The Wire. On the holler, burning in the streets, trying to make the next dollar, trying to maintain in the ring just like a scout. Devils in the streets make it hard to pop my collar. In the city blues, it can really take your heart away. Every cross stop looking stupid, lights up hard away. Niggas want to dance on this court, you can stop and break. In the city blues, y'all be more crazy. Damn, my fault. What the hell? Been the hardest way to live in hell and hurt and bang. Like I feel like curse and bang, like McCain is hurt veins. They want to purge your name in the streets, they hurt for fame. Hurt your name, looking first to blame in the murder game. The city's lawless, people walking the soulless. Heartbeat the fitness, the blind state is the coldest. It really hurts to witness, the city curse is vicious. How they get so riches, they get left. Off the album, fam. In the City Blues, The Wire. Hey, Queen Bella Lou, what's going on? Thanks, darling. Thanks, darling. Appreciate it, y'all. You two stop hating, kicking people out of my check, man. Yeah, we was like 150 in the check. I'm glad them likes are up. Thank you, Mr. Watson. Appreciate it. Bro, woo. The more I play my music, I can feel my solar plex, yo, just warming up, yo. Yo, I can feel it, yo. I can feel it, yo. Oh yeah, Rainbow, I've been making music for a long time. But see, it was y'all that told me. I kept trying to run from it, but y'all kept telling me to get back to it. And I gotta tell you, I'm glad that y'all did, because it really helped me to like recognize how powerful it really is. And I really gotta tell you, these rhymes that I've been writing, these are some of the best rhymes I've been writing in a long time. So I want to say thank you, because I'm on here talking to y'all and y'all kept telling me to rap. And I tried to run from it, but y'all kept saying rap, B Miles, rap. And look what came out of me. Look at the rhymes that came out of me. You feel me? So by me talking to y'all been talking to me back, because y'all saw the power that was coming in me. Y'all saw the greatness, so I couldn't run from it. You know. So eventually, after a while, I had to, you know, I couldn't run anymore. And I gotta tell you, since I stopped running and started being, it's been great, yo. It's been great, yo. Sound like LL, Jeremiah, I hate it all the time. For real, man, I gotta say, I've been enjoying. I'm thinking Tamika Buckley, for real, I've really been enjoying rapping. Oh, thank you, Unstyling Out Loud. Yeah, for real, like, I've been enjoying getting back to rapping, yo. It's been a joy. I get a joy now going to the studio. I get a joy doing these videos. I really get a joy out of my own music. For real. Like, I fell in love with my own voice. I'm like, I see why. I see why people was trying to take me out. I see why people was hating on me. I see why people said, I'ma see you, yo. I see why, yo. It's a beautiful thing. When you recognize who you really are, yo, and your real true power, yo, after narcissism, you will really see it. Oh, thank you, uncontrollable. Okay, we got some boomers on here. Appreciate it. I'm glad the elders on here. You had have a flow like Tupac. Okay, appreciate it. Thank you, y'all. Oh, thank you, Carla Lee. Appreciate that. Yup. Yeah, my album is out. Yeah, man. I'm giving y'all part of my story, man. How I found how powerful I was, and guess what? Rich Lansdowne. Oh yeah, appreciate it. Oh yeah. Plus, I'm working on the second album, but singles are going to be coming real soon. I'm going to be having singles coming real soon. I ain't gonna say when. They gonna be dropping soon. You feel me? You feel me? Singles gonna be coming. Yep. Yeah, man. Like it's a wonderful thing once you recognize that power, because they recognize it. They just want to stop you from recognizing, and they want you to feel your own power. You feel me? Yo, for real, man. Like I'm grateful I started this channel, and y'all kept telling me to get back to rapping, because I really enjoy even more, yo. And when my album was done, yo, I was in tears, yo. Like, for real, I was in here bumping my album, like, just like, I cannot believe it, yo. I really got a masterpiece on my hand, yo. And I see why, yo. Even through all of the setbacks, me having jobs, losing jobs, going through hating, for real. You know what I mean? It was all worth it, yo. It was all worth it, yo. You feel me? Through the ups and downs, having the channel, then one get terminated, gotta rebuild another one. You know what I'm saying? Me having job, losing the job, and then about to finish my album. You know what I mean? I had an album to finish my album. Then I got injured on the job. I'm out of work for 5 months with no money. For real, yo. It was a struggle, yo. For real, yo. It was a struggle, yo. Like, I'm almost about to finish the album, and I'm out of work for 5 months. Couldn't get unemployment. Trying to get my dad going. Yeah, trying to get like my money and all that, man. I tried to get unemployment. You know what I mean? Couldn't get unemployment. Didn't get workers' comp. None of that, yo. It was a struggle, yo. It was painful, yo. You feel me? And once I got a job and finally working on the album, boom. As soon as I'm about to finish my album, job let me go. And I'm looking like, damn. On the 9-9 portal. But I was like, you know what? The most I know, the most I know what he doing. Wanted me away from that job so I can finish it on the 3rd 9-9 portal, man. You feel me? Like, it was a struggle, yo. But when I got through it, yo, I was so happy, yo. I was so happy to hear the whole entire album to its entirety, yo. For real, man, I saw what I went through, yo. Like, it was no joke, yo. But was it worth it? Yes. That's right, Janie, yeah. I'm just being an example. You feel me? Cause like I said, man, like you can't you can't run from it, yo. Why do you keep on doing that, man? Every time I jump on, they keep on doing it. Yo, that's word, yo. I'm glad I got back to rapping, yo. It's been, thank you very much. It's a joy that I get, yo, creating. Oh, thank you, Janae. Pretty much appreciate it. Thanks, darling. Yeah, man. Like I'm proud to see that, man. Like I'm really proud to see that I went out there, man, and I really put in my all, man. And I ain't give up, yo. Now reading the graphic, go back and it happen. I'm mixed within the distraction, better days relaxing, the caption, making it happen with passion. Living with passion, to the living and grasping. Now reading the graphic, go back and it happen. I'm mixed within the distraction, better days relaxing, the caption. Thank you, dog. I crystallize, but I visualize to make it happen. Move with the greatest passion, success and greatest passion. Accomplishing my goals, no tough for the haters capping. Why you haters hate the moves, so make it daily massive. My potential is so essential, but daily crafted. Haters daily texting, my mental is daily drafted. And the legacy, recipe, chasing with compassion. Daily making traction, cause I never chase distraction. Put my heart and soul in my goal, but taking action. My river taking fractions, never thirst to taking rations. You hear that, fam? Never tell my life, always shining like the seven chakras. My state is in heaven, no one stepping proper. Collected dollars more deeper than domestic croppers. No time for markets and blockers, so on this pocket rockers. Money like a stock of bubble that on it, the Betty Crocker. What? Oh, thank you, y'all. Thank you, David Garaham. Thank you, Naomi. Yeah. So y'all just bought the album. Thanks, y'all. That's called Make It Happen with Passion, family. That's called Make It Happen with Passion. Oh, thank you, y'all. I sold yeah, just sold the album. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you, y'all. There's what I'm saying. That's right, y'all. Yeah, family. Thank you, Naomi. Thank you, David Garaham. Oh, thank you, Emerson Watson. What up, Charles Wilson? Oh yeah, definitely uncontrollable. Yeah, uncontrollable. Yeah. Thank you, Katrina. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, y'all. Thank you, David Garaham. I'm glad that y'all got the album. Y'all gonna love it, y'all. Y'all gonna love it. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate it. Always with the wrist, I feel vessel. Action like Ross, the leg cases, clapping the Thompson. Y'all stretch and go on to when it's showtime. I'm Matthew Johnson. With this out, you build an empire, so Roger Henson. My money running longer than the arms of Scottie Pippen. Time is money, cash in my hands. A palm clocking, like you pawns dropping. Assisted with that John stopping. And that's my very word. No stuff when you snapping hers. First of every word, Batman talking like I'm Larry Bird. I never talk to failure. Coast like a nigga sailors. Deliver like mailers on the rebound. I'm Elgin Mailer. In the range, in the game, I'm the only giant. In the clutch, I got the killer, guess they like a Kobe Bryant. Living my life, they gon' limits, and when I take it, grasp it. Feeling the satisfaction, making it creative magic. You hear that? Make it happen with passion, yo. And see, that's what I'm also. Yeah, thank you, y'all, Empress. Yup. Thank you, y'all. That's right. That's that real hip hop. Oh yeah, definitely uncontrollable. I'm definitely gonna let y'all know. You feel me? Yeah, man. And that's another thing. What I did, man. I made it happen with passion, yo. You feel me? I took my passion, I dove deep into it, and I just made it happen, yo. And I really gotta tell you, I'm really glad that I started to chase myself, man. I'm really glad that I embraced myself and I began to chase myself. You feel me? That's what I want y'all to know and understand. You feel me? And I'm glad y'all copping that album and loving it. And like I said, family, download a music player from the Google store. You feel me? It's gonna go directly to the music player. So if you're having trouble, you can download one of the music players from your music store. You know what I mean? So all of the files are gonna go right then and there. You feel me? And also as well, I'm actually gonna you know what I mean, do something special for the album. You feel me? So what I'm gonna do is, instead of y'all just downloading every song, you feel me? It's gonna come all together one file. But I just put it out there for y'all. But it's gonna be more tracks coming. You feel me? I'm gonna have a lot more surprises for the album. Syncs are gonna be coming. And like I said, oh yeah, thank you, Charles Wilson. I'm glad that y'all loving the album. You feel me? Yeah, man. Like I feel warm, man. I feel great, man. I feel warm. I feel great, man. And like I said, you really wanna, like I said, chase yourself, man. They don't, they don't want you to chase yourself, you know. And that's what I say, man. Like after you recover, you find the inner guard, embrace yourself and chase yourself. You feel me? Yup. So yeah, family. When I'm gonna go in and do family, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off for a while. Yeah, I didn't even plan on coming live streaming today, but something was telling me to come up on here and talk about it. But like I said, I appreciate everybody, you know what I mean, that donated inside of the chat today. I appreciate y'all. Everybody that donated inside of the chat, you know what I mean, even the Cash App, and people just purchased the album. And like I said though, family, hope this message will go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, and resonate with y'all. You feel me? I hope it will resonate with you. You know what I'm saying? And y'all will go ahead and apply to your life. And like I said, because as I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to myself, because you know what I mean? I'm glad that I went I chased after it. You feel me? Hey, Latrice, you feel me? Because I just want my story to be an inspiration. Hey, that's Donna, you feel me? That it can be an inspiration to somebody. And you know, and understand, and understand that you are gifted in your own way. Hour 44 minutes. Wow, 144. Yep, that, you know what I mean, you can do the same thing as well, you know? And that's something that, hey, it's Caliber. Yeah, and I want y'all to know and understand that, you know, how powerful you really are. You know, you're real powerful, much more than what you think, you feel me? Yup, and like I said, family, when you purchase the album at bmouse84.com, family, yup, download a music player. You know what I mean? It's going to go right to your music player, all of the files, you feel me? Thank you, appreciate it. Yup, like I said, family, oh man, y'all can purchase that album at bmouse84.com. Yup, show love and support, follow me. And one love once again, fam. Peace out.